Welcome to Beyond the Digital, darling.
A sneak peek behind the scenes at Beyond the Dawn.
Banter and all.
So get cozy, strap in, grab a brew, and enjoy. Hi.
Hello.
Welcome to another episode of Beyond the Digital, darling. I like to have that dramatic pause.
It was a dramatic
It's like,
pause.
Which podcast are you tuning into?
Sometimes I do genuinely forget, and sometimes I just like the anticipation. So yeah, it is a crazy thing.
Sorry, I sneezed.
You did, but that was such a quiet, delicate
It was
sneeze.
a quiet sneeze. That's not like a me sneeze.
I thought we could do with getting together and chatting about the things that have occurred in the world over the last couple of weeks, because we do love to keep our conversations relevant to world events.
We do.
First of all, before very, very briefly, how happy are we that Donald Trump is going to get access to the nuke codes again?
I don't know, actually. I don't follow politics or anything like that.
No, I'm not a huge follower. I feel like the only time I follow is when they've got an election coming up. I'm like, oh, what's going on?
That's why I don't feel like I can have an opinion on it because I don't follow it.
I think the problem that I have, first of all, and a little disclaimer, I am incredibly biased against Donald Trump. So I'm just going to put that out there. I feel like he's done enough because he's a celebrity, not a politician.
Yeah, that's it.
He's done enough openly in the public eye that negates a good understanding of the man's moral code and character or lack thereof.
Yeah.
In my opinion. I don't follow politics to the degree that I feel like I should or could and probably will going forward, because I do feel like it's becoming more and more important to me.
Definitely.
And I think one of the reasons why I'm kind of anti Donald Trump is because I genuinely believe that he's not a politician. I just don't think he's a politician.
That's
I think
fair.
he's a cheese nip in a suit. Cheese nip in a suit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that.
The guy's been bankrupt multiple times.
Yeah.
He's a felon.
Yeah, those are the big things. Like, that does blow my mind how he can run
He's the
while he's
first president that's been convicted of crimes.
That bit, it really does blow my mind.
It does.
Cray.
Yeah. And the problem is I don't mean to sway other people's opinion, because everybody has their opinion of it. But I think what I have found in the last kind of few weeks is that when people do have conversations about this, it's actually quite alarming the amount of people who genuinely don't know hardly anything about his campaign or the things that he's been saying at his rallies, that will maybe not attempt to defend him, because you seem to have a few different camps.
Yeah.
So you have the hardcore Trump fans, or at least those that believe that he's like, through and through Republican.
Yeah, that's it.
And they might not like him personally, but he's the closest thing they've got to an icon.
Yeah, so they've got to go with that sort of thing.
Right. And they will fight you to the death. And they are often extremely audacious with their opinions. I mean, just the taunting that occurred on social media when he won was wild.
Yeah, it really was. It
was like widespread bullying. And then you get these people in the middle who are just kind of like, well, I don't think he's a great guy, but I don't think women should be divorcing their husbands over him. That's a bit extreme. And it's like, how do you not know? Like, how extreme this man is. He's literally taken away female medical rights, and women are dying in pregnancy. Like,
I feel like for a lot of people it might be if they've been brought up to support that, they'll be blind to it. They'll just be supporting it, but it's from how they've grown up in life.
I thought there was an incredibly interesting statistic that went around social media probably about a week ago now, which was that obviously it's not just people who aren't Republican that don't get access to these services, and like the amount of Republican women that have died or have had life-changing injury on the back of Roe v. Wade being reversed and all the abortion bans coming into play is astounding. So imagine you're a woman, you've got married, you've fallen in love, you've gotten married, you try to have a baby, as is often the natural order of the family values of a Republican, ideal. And something's wrong with the pregnancy, just a genetic lottery, can't be helped. You get yourself into a position where you're incredibly poorly, something happens, you end up having a hysterectomy, or they cut a nerve and you're paralysed, as is what happened with one woman. One woman had sepsis so severe that she's got multiple organ damage, and now she has to have like a colostomy bag, and she has to have dialysis for her liver, and there was just like a whole list of things. Imagine your brother and your father and your mother and the people that you go to church with and the people that you work with all voting for that. Because you don't matter, essentially.
Yeah.
Hard, very hard.
It is very, very difficult.
But as with all bad things, I always try to find the good stuff. So let me tell you some cool things that I've learned online that have been happening. Yeah. So first and foremost, there is a medical professional. I don't know what her proper criteria is, but there's a medical professional who is literally flying women all over the different states in America and giving them either their tubes tied or a 10-year copper coil for free, which is a massive thing in America because you have to pay for every single medical, and your insurance has to cover these things. And one of the things that's often in this is that your medical insurance won't cover it. That's how they make it unobtainable. Yeah. She's doing it for free. So she must be relatively wealthy or have the right sources or sponsorships somewhere.
Definitely. To get the copper coil in America, is that expensive?
Yeah, everything's expensive over there, darling. I don't know exactly how much it is, but like for instance, everything's expensive over here. It's just that we don't pay for it. Like for instance, an MRI scan in the UK, they charge that at £10,000 per pop.
Wow,
10 grand an MRI scan.
Yeah.
So like in America, it will be a similar thing. Copper coil is relatively cheap, I expect, to manufacture, but God knows what it might cost him.
No.
It could be anything from a couple of $100 to a couple of $1,000. Like it's not going to be, but that protects you from getting pregnant for like 10 years. So there's that. Obviously having your tubes tied is a little bit more invasive, so that's probably even more expensive. But she's doing that. She's offering it for free. So that's one thing. Then there are pharmacies that are allowing women to go and buy the morning after pill in bulk so that they can have it because they're scared that it's going to be taken off the shelves.
Which likely.
Possibility, they've got 3 months to stock up. So women in America are buying things like condoms and morning after pills and the contraceptive jelly and all sorts of things to protect themselves from pregnancy. And it's a shame because it's not that everybody doesn't want to get pregnant. Some of the people who are doing this do want to actively start families, but it's too physically dangerous. The risk of you getting pregnant right now and something going wrong and you not being able to, because what they're attempting to stop is people who are choosing to abort healthy pregnancies. And I don't agree with that. I'm pro-choice, but that's their line of idealism. But what's actually occurring is that real people who are medically poorly are dying.
They're the ones losing major.
Right. Because if there's a healthy pregnancy, it's not great that you have to be forced to keep it, obviously. Like and all there's a whole other discussion over that.
There is.
But before you even get to that, what about the person who wanted this baby? And unfortunately, it's just not a viable pregnancy.
Yeah,
What about
that's
them? They're just falling through the cracks of these awful laws, and nobody seems to care about their well-being. So that's that. So there's some nice things happening in terms of that. And then I heard, and I'm not going to name them. I'm not going to name them. I'm going to keep their identity private so that they can continue. But I heard that there is a number of European subscription box companies who are creating, well-being boxes for women, specifically targeting America. And within these well-being boxes, let's just say there are some additional gifts from the rest of the world for our American sisters to support them in not getting caught pregnant. And I'll not go into too much more detail because they're fighting a good fight. And we don't want them to be found and shut down. But and I think sometimes we have to remember that when these things happen and there's so much bad stuff in the news, and there is so much at the moment, if you look hard enough, you can find some good stuff too.
I feel like there's always a little bit of glitter somewhere. There's always something.
Look for the helpers, that's what they say, isn't it?
Definitely.
But I do feel for our American sisters because they're going through it right now.
Yeah, it's a lot, isn't it?
It is. But then I think, does any of this really matter? Because it was confirmed last week that not only do aliens definitely exist, but they're already our neighbours.
And they're already chilling with us.
Amongst us.
Chilling in their own little version of Atlantis.
Yeah.
And they've been here for a number of decades. So does anything really matter?
Who knows? It's literally like, what do you even say to that?
Yeah, there's no words, is there?
No.
I feel like it's a strange time to be alive because everybody that you talk to, you would expect there to be mass panic. You'd expect for there to be government warnings on the TV.
Yeah.
You'd expect for it to be quite a big deal. And it was just not. And I feel like there's just this collective kind of,
yeah, literally like, what are we going to do about it? Move on.
Yeah. Like, that's nice. Did you know that Wicked was launching this week? Nobody's bothered.
Like, that's news anyway.
Nobody's bothered at all. Like, and there's this top CIA agent, like, yes, we can confirm we've seen biological, evidence.
Yeah.
Basically, an alien body. We're in possession of that, and it's not human, and blah 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 blah. And everyone in the room just like, okay, cool. Great.
Yeah,
like it's fine.
I can't comprehend it.
Have you watched any of the videos on TikTok of it?
I have not, no.
I would suggest it because it's incredibly surreal. It's all these very, very important, high up American, CIA agents and judges and, just all the people of Congress.
Yeah.
And they're all sat there, all very professional, all looking very authoritative. Literally having a lovely little conversation like,
aliens
in here. Yeah, are you sure there's aliens? Yeah, we're sure. And how do you know they're aliens? Well, first of all, biologically, they're not human. And second of all, they can travel at speeds that we would literally turn into tomato soup if we tried to do in our aircrafts. They have been able to hack into our systems, and we're fairly certain that they know how to get into our nuke codes. So, yeah. And are they here to hurt us? Well, we don't know what their intentions are, but they've been here for quite a while observing, so your guess is as good as mine, but... And they're all just kind of like,
It's crazy, isn't it?
Okay. Where is Mulder and Scully? The truth really was out there.
Yes.
Actually, it wasn't. It was in the sea.
In the sea, swimming.
Was this a Simpsons episode?
Probably.
Oh, I bet it was.
To be fair, they do they predict everything?
Yeah,
they really do.
Did Simpsons have an Armageddon episode? I'm scared to ask.
I don't know. Probably have.
I'm scared to ask. I don't want to know.
But if they did, they came out the other side of it, so...
Are they still going?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Simpsons are, yeah.
Please don't ever take them off.
Because they did have an episode where the world was going to end and they all ended up on the top of this rock, didn't they? And then the world didn't end.
I like that.
Yeah.
I wonder what rock we'll end up on.
Yeah, waiting.
I hope it's not Kilimanjaro.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Quite far away.
That's what I mean. I can't get there in time. I'll be ringing the aliens for a lift.
Yeah. Well, if they can travel at speeds that we can't even comprehend, then you'd get there within no time, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Back in hopefully, when it is a hoax, we'd be back in time for tea.
That's it. Move over, Tom Cruise. There's a new Maverick in town.
So, how does the aliens make you feel? Like, how are you feeling about it?
That's a great question.
I don't know.
No. I feel like we've moved into a conscious hysteria. And I think it started around the time that COVID happened and we witnessed the biggest mass extinction level type event of our kind of lifetime. And I think every single, bit of history contains traumatic events. It doesn't matter whether you were alive during one of the world wars or whatever. And ours started with 9/11 and it hasn't stopped yet. And I feel like this part of history, when it goes down in history, is going to be like the Mad Hatter's Tea Party of human existence, because it's just it's getting so ridiculous that those people that believe that we're in some sort of Matrix level simulation, all of a sudden they're starting to make sense to me. Like all of a sudden I'm like, maybe we are in the Truman Show or The Sims, because this is getting too ridiculous
like
now.
There's a lot. It's just a lot.
It does feel like we're on season 8 of some dramatic Netflix show.
Yeah.
And what can we bring in now to bring in more viewers? I know, aliens in the sea.
Yeah, like when you say it, literally, it doesn't sound like
bonkers,
it could be
isn't
possible.
And you know who I worry about? The mental health professionals that have to try and decipher right now who is, a bit unhinged and who isn't. Because where is your basis for reality?
That is it.
That's a good point, actually.
That's a really good point.
Like, I saw aliens. Okay, we can't mark you down for that.
Yeah. How does it? It's a good chance you did. Carry on.
Carry on.
What else happened?
Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I just think, I don't know. And I'm really worried about us. I'm really worried in terms of humanity. I feel like there's so much going on and we're living in a very strange time. And that Netflix movie, that, was it called Don't Look Up?
Oh, about the moon?
Oh,
was it a moon?
Was that not the one about heights?
Can't remember now.
Am I thinking Don't Look Down?
I think you're thinking Don't Look Down. When the world's ending.
The world ending.
Yeah, I know the one.
I'm on a different one.
And they all sit around the dining room table eating the last meal while the world ends.
Yes, which is not what you do.
No, I'd go to sleep.
Yeah, that was dramatic. We won't be doing that.
It's just like the old couple on the Titanic.
Yeah, basically that's what they tried to recreate, but it was the whole family. I think I just feel like there's so much that we're not doing, that we're not paying attention to. We're not paying attention to medicine that isn't chemically put together. So people used to be able to heal symptoms and ails with natural sources. We don't do that anymore. It took very, very little time for us to stop doing that. We got conditioned into the new medical, and now that medical care is gate kept, which means that population control and all of that is out of our, it can go back as far as when they started persecuting witches because they couldn't control the witches because they couldn't control the knowledge.
Yeah.
So I've got feelings about that, but that's a whole podcast episode and it's all right.
Come back for more.
So yeah, I think there's all of that, and like we don't even know what we're eating in our processed foods. We don't know where things are being sourced. We don't know what chemicals we're pumping into our body constantly. And we're all just so used to it because, especially for us, we were born into that already being accepted.
Yeah.
That now everything just feels very peculiar. Yeah. So I think the best thing you can do is carrying on, which is a very British thing to do. And
keep calm and carry on.
Keep calm. Yeah. That's it, babe. Yeah.
That's saying
keep
we'll be
calm
coming back.
And carry on.
Yeah.
And maybe if we do meet the aliens, that's the advice we can give them.
And hopefully they're friendly like Paul.
I'd like that.
Yeah. Could you imagine?
E.T.
Yeah.
You can't phone home because they're in the sea.
They're in our home.
They're in the home. Yeah.
Thank you for listening.
Don't forget to follow our socials.
Join our free group and let us know what you'd like to hear about in the future.
Join us next time.
Love you. Bye.